Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today, following on from the Gallic Gun Vegeta showcase, we are going to do the counter unit and do the TEQ Kaioken Goku from the awesome Goku versus Vegeta battle at the end of the Saiyan saga. So, like I said, we did the Vegeta showcase already. He is an incredibly good defensive unit. And then Kaioken Goku is kind of built the opposite way around and is more designed for offense. They did the same sort of thing they do a lot with these kind of units, where the units are actually very similar to one another, but just done in opposite ways. So whereas Goku prioritizes attack, Vegeta prioritizes defense. So I'm going to bring up the information quickly. We're going to go over it very briefly while we go through this first rotation. So he's a Goku family category leader, 120% and 3 key, and then also tech types 3 key and 90%, which is pretty decent. His super attack is the 4x Kaioken. It raises attack and defense, so it goes up by 20%, and this is one of the infinite stacks. It causes supreme damage to the enemy. Then he has Ki +1 at the start of the turn and defense plus 60% when there's a Vegeta family enemy. So this is the same as the Vegeta, but the opposite way around. He gets defense instead of attack. And then he gets attack and defense 90% when performing a super, Ki +6, and attack 60% when HP is 60% or less, which again is the same as the Vegeta, but with attack instead of defense. So we are taking on the Super Buu event just because, like we did with the Vegeta one, it's a bit of a longer event, so we can try and get more stacks on his super attack. So his link skills, obviously not being a Super Saiyan, he has some other link skills we've got to try and take advantage of. So he has Z Fighters, All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage, Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, Over in a Flash, and Shattering the Limit. We're actually going to link him up with the physical Super Saiyan 2 support Gohan, because they share quite a lot of links actually. They have Z Fighters, Kamehameha, which are his two main attack links, and then they do have Shocking Speed and Shattering the Limit as well, so full key, no worries there. And then he is on Pure Saiyans, Full Power, and the Goku family category. So we're going to jump back in here. We've got him in the first slot, so we can see how much damage he'll take before and after supering. Now obviously the physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is also a support unit, so he is going to be getting that little bit of an extra buff. So first attack, already at 1.4 million attack stat, so that is an awesome super attack animation though. You can't discount that. 1.46 on the second one, so getting the extra super attack is very useful indeed, because we can get that extra stack. Now we're going to take a super attack. I wonder how well. I mean, we've got type advantage. We've had 2 little stacks already. Wow, 1,300 damage already. So yeah, that is very good. Those couple of defensive stacks on top of the type advantage. You see there, even Gohan taking more damage from a normal attack. So that was very, very good. So let's see, who have we got next? We'll just try and breeze through these rotations that aren't involving the Goku. Let's float you off for support. Wow. So in this instance I actually can't avoid the 18 key super with the Go Bros. That's not the usual scenario. So there we go. 2 support units on the rotation as well. I purposely kept them away from that Gohan so as to not get the extra Super Saiyan links, but still pretty ridiculous attack stat. Fortunately, the whole point of doing this event is Super Buu does have ridiculous damage mitigation, so we're more interested in just seeing the constant raise of the Kaioken Goku. I think we should easily be able to get him to over 2 million attack stat before the end of the video, especially considering his link partner is a support unit. We do have 2 other support units that I'm trying to get floating into that 3rd spot, so we are going to get him on rotation with either this Saiyaman or this Int Goku at some point, meaning that he is going to be able to deal quite a lot of damage and hopefully tank really well as well. So we're going to put him in the front, and I won't bother checking his defense every turn like I did for the Vegeta, because we are more interested in the attack stats for this particular guy. But already good enough defensively to be taking double digits, up to 1.5 on the attack stat. So could we get another additional here? No. Okay, so 1.5. Next turn we're going to have a support unit as well, so we should, I would say, probably break 1.7 maybe. Depends which support unit we get. And then everyone else can just do a little bit of chip damage. Of course he is just going to heal himself back to full now anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Do this. I do kind of want to get a Dokkan attack with him, so I should pick up some same type orbs. Plus this Boo is going to heal himself to full, so I feel like we can get off a full key super attack with the Gobros and it not really matter too much. Additional super from Goten as well. And then a nice heal. Basically back to full health. Oh, he's going to super attack Goten. Okay. Yeah, 45. That's pretty decent. Wow, 3.7 on the Gobros. It's the one thing that takes a little bit of the sting out of not pulling Goku, is the fact that by having these guys I can still run the Goku family team with the same attack stat leader skill, so it helps for things like doing these showcases. Because you imagine if they had a Goku family leader skill but the attack percentage was a lot lower, it would be a lot more difficult to get a good showcase for these units on this team without actually having LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So let's see what we can get up to now. Yeah, oh wow, 1.9 with the other attack unit on the rotation. So yeah, we should definitely be over 2 mil by the end of this. Obviously the damage not going to stack up to what we would normally expect, but it is the attack stat that we are the most interested in when it comes to this Goku. So the fact that he constantly buffs both his attack and defense, he could probably be useful for Super Battle Road if you're lacking other choices for things like Super TEQ. Full Power obviously doesn't have its own stage yet. I would assume that that's going to be one of the ones that will be upcoming in the near future. So he could be an interesting choice for that one, but I mean that category is stacked with great units, so I need to try and not get too much ki, but it's getting a bit difficult at this point. As long as we don't get all the way to the final stage without having the Goku on the rotation. I'd quite like Goku to land the finishing blow, especially if we can time it right for the Dokkan mode as well. At least we're getting to see all of the transforming super boost different super attacks, eh? So he is one of the few Dokkan Fest exclusive units that I don't actually have. I didn't really go for him on his banner, and then I was very fortunate to pull the Int Kid Goku in like 2 multis and then stopped summoning on his banner, so haven't had many opportunities to actually get that Super Boo. So he is a unit that I guess maybe I would consider saving up red coins for, but probably not. I'm very tempted to use the coins that I have at the moment to get Turles, because by the time the LR Super Saiyan 4s come back as an option, I'm sure I'll have enough coins again by then to additional super. That's exactly what we want. So over 2 mil. We've got a support unit. We've got a second support unit though still on this rotation. So I think next turn we'll have no support unit. So if we can get up to over 2 mil. Okay, I say no support unit. Obviously the physical Gohan is a support unit himself, but no extra support unit on the rotation. And the Int Goku getting an additional as well. But we are out of charges, so we are going to get another transformation and go on to the buff Boo. So this is where we start to lose our... Oh wow, I can't avoid an 18 key super with the Gobros. So yeah, it looks like Boo's probably gonna die here, because most of his damage mitigation is gone, and so the Gobros will take him out for sure. Yeah, 4 million attack stat. Okay, because again, they are a unit that builds up as you go. So yeah, and this is like the longest event you can do at the moment. So it'll be very interesting when Global finally gets the legendary Goku event, so we can actually test out some of these infinite stacking units a lot better. I guess I could have done the old school technique of doing the old Rose event and just constantly attacking Zamasu, but I mean, we've all kind of seen that in practice. We know that you can just use that to get an infinite stack all the way up to the crazy amounts. But that is showing off the TEQ Kaioken Goku in an actual event. Very solid unit. You can see from very early on he was defending very well, and yeah, up to over 2 million attack stat. Considering he's not a Dokkan Fest exclusive unit, he came out during the 3 years, so you've probably pulled a ton of copies of him, and he has a fumble super attack from the Lord Slug story event. So definitely a good unit, worth investing in. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow my Twitch channel or join my Discord. The link is in my description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.